And yeah, maybe say 2 flights of 8. And also while I'm at it, maybe some. So I've already got KC-10s, so maybe some KC-135s from the US. Sort by year. 'Cause I don't. So KC-130s. Got a couple of KC-135s. So Venezuela's pretty much stirred up a hornet's nest now. All right. So I guess while we're doing aircraft, let's um, so the RAF contingent is going to be some tornadoes in the SCAD role. So we'll add 8 of them. So we'll have 8 typhoons, 8 tornadoes. The French might feel that South Americans need to be taught to avoid attacking colonies. Um, I think we're starting to get into the realm of overkill here, guys. And I guess while we're doing this, I should probably just turn on unlimited ordnance. All right, so let's arm the tornadoes. Oh, that's interesting. They've got brimstones. What's the alarm? Alarm 2. I've never heard of this. Passive. Oh, so it's the British alarm block 2. Looks like it's the British version of the HARM anti-radiation missile. Radars. Good. Sir Docker, that's the point. Overkill. So we will arm the, and we're gonna say they're ready now. Get the KC-135s. We don't want to wait 3 hours. We want these now. So we're gonna ready. And then typhoons. So we've added some German typhoons and then added some RAF tornadoes. So AMRAAM standard cap, AMRAAM heavy cap. What's the range? 165 minutes at 100 nautical miles. Wow, that's interesting. That's usually the first time I've actually seen an AMRAAM, a heavy cap loadout with oh no, because that's got 6. The standard cap has 4. All right, so we'll go with the AMRAAM heavy. Never mind. AMRAAM standard. And all right. And let's get the Sentries airborne. All right, so we're gonna leave a new mission. AEW. So we'll leave the same 2 points that the tankers are using will be where my E3s are gonna be patrolling at. Um, eh, who cares if it's retired? We'll just use the alarm anyway. All right, so we want there's the sentries. Keep one on station and MCON. All right, so Venezuela's really stirred up the hornet's nest here. Wow, something's really going on here. That should not have taken that long to pop up. Passive. We'll set their radars to active. No point in having a sentry with its radars turned off after all. And while I'm at it, we will add the tankers to the refueling mission, and we'll just switch it to 1/3. So that should keep 2 tankers on station. BLH, I am playing the Caribbean Crisis, the Showdown, but I've just started to heavily modify the scenario. We've added some additional NATO units at St. Martin in the form of some KC-135s from the US, some Eurofighters from Germany, and some Tornadoes from the RAF. And I thought I dropped the Macon Island around here somewhere. Eh, add unit. So then we're going to have the Macon Island. Um, if I can find it again. There it is. It's an improved Wasp class. And we will also add a couple of DDGs as escorts. All right, come on, Kamsa Pack. This is just messing around at this point. Who cares what's actually operational? So service ship, DDG for the United States. So we're gonna need to find a Burke. The Mahan will work. So we'll have the Macon Island and 2 Macon Island or Mahan class DDGs or Burke, which are flight 2s. And I think on the Macon Island, um, not sure. I really don't know what to put on the Macon Island. It's a little too. I mean, 2012 is a little early to have F-35s, and we always put the Harrier. Harrier should theoretically. Yeah. Yep. AV. And say 12 Harriers. AH-1Z. Some Super Cobras. A4 Super Cobras. Do I want anything else? Probably some just normal AH-1Ws. We'll call this. All right, so a couple Harriers and a couple of Super Cobras. And we'll set their course. Cruise. All right. Well, Venezuela's really kind of pissed off NATO. Speaking of AH-64s on British ships, I'm actually thinking about doing a scenario featuring the Queen Elizabeth class, basically having to rescue British hostages down here in Argentina. And so it'd be kind of an air assault, kind of something similar to this, where it'd be kind of an air assault scenario where you'd have to, you know, but not quite sure when I'm actually going to get around to it. Too many scenarios, scenario ideas, and too many, and just not enough days to actually do it in. All right, so let's get the tornadoes airborne and a couple of typhoons. So the range here, I think, is still going to be an issue. All right, so E3s are up. Jakey Wakey, that would be an interesting AH-64s at sea, considering that that they're, or at least the Marines are heavily invested, I think, at this point in the AH-1Z, which is the new Super Cobras, which actually feature, instead of the a two-bladed rotor, they feature the four-bladed rotor off of the Cobra, or off of the Apache. That, and I guess if they did base them off ships, I mean, that would imply that that they were going to buy new ones, because I think the army at this point is planning on keeping their attack choppers for at least the foreseeable future, or in the near term. I believe their long-term plan is to replace it. Just out of curiosity, is there a USMC version of the Apache in the game? Um, doesn't look like it. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's a. Sorry about that, guys. I should do a drone. I don't know if there's a reason to actually have a UAV in here at the moment. All right, so there's the typhoons, and tornadoes are airborne. All right, your job. Go destroy that. Hopefully this is the other group of tornadoes. And go knock that out. And it looks like my other group of typhoons are now up. We'll get them move forward. Alright, F-16. Doesn't look like I've triggered anything from Venezuela. That's kind of interesting. Wonder if there really was only four. I remember there being more aircraft than this in this scenario. Let's So they do have, look like they do have some frigates at sea. I'm not seeing a whole lot of aircraft. Um, they see me, but I'm not seeing a whole lot of aircraft from them. Um, this is interesting. I significantly remember there being more fighters in this scenario. There's more of their Su-30s. Hmm. All right. Well, looks like they're running just fine. Just all right. So my tornadoes are inbound to knock out this radar, and then the U.S. over here in the Macon Island. We will arm these guys for ground attack. Snake Eyes, laser guided bomb, incendiaries. Um, let's see. Don't want Gators, Mavericks. Make me. Um, you know what? Maybe I want to go with a mix loadout on these guys. Go with 4 armed with Mavericks. Another 4 armed with probably cluster bombs. Dual purpose bomblets. Well, I can tell you this isn't the description for this. This is the MIM Hawk missile as the description for the GBU-59. Dual purpose bomblets, service ships, land structures, mobile units, soft. All right, so we'll use these guys as close air support. So we'll arm them with that's bomblets and mines. Arm them with APAMs, and this last group we will arm with Mark 82 Snake Eyes, 500-pound bombs. Not a whole lot of loadouts on the Harrier. Let's go with 2 JDAMs. That'll work fine. So we're gonna launch. All right. And restart timer. So gonna launch some. Got the Harriers up. The Harriers will go after the surface-to-surface missile batteries. Not that their range is all that long. All right. So there's the Maverick. So once they get on station, hopefully we'll wait for the tornadoes to go in first, which are closing. Make sure they're still good on fuel. They got plenty of fuel. All right, so as soon as the tornadoes hit their target, then we'll move in the Harriers to take out the missile battery. And it doesn't look like my E3 is spotting anything. My fighters just look to just be a little bit bored right now. Maybe it triggers when I get closer or something. Like I said, it's been a while since I've played this scenario, so I can't quite remember everything that goes on. And actually, I think I have a firm fix on this radar station over here. So um, we're gonna fire. Oh, it's already had weapons allocated to it. So we're gonna blow it up with tomahawks. It's got tomahawks inbound. It's not gonna last too long. So we will knock out that radar station. Not gonna try not to just outright break the scenario and go after their air bases. That would actually be cheating. Although I guess cheating would just be an ICBM strike on everything in Venezuela. All right, so Tomahawk's inbound for the radar station. The tornadoes are still inbound, so I'm gonna try and see if I can go to 15-second time compression here. See if still seems to be running a little chug 15, but that's probably just because of the stream. I take a quick drink here. All right. I remember there being more aircraft in this scenario. All right, looks like the tornadoes are actually closing in. Bring the 16s out a little bit farther. Don't want to get too close. So we have actually identified that radar now. It's a chairback A fire control radar, surface-to-air missile, medium range, and we've identified the SAM. It's a SAM platoon, SA-17 Grizzly. So we've actually identified it. Let's look at the SA-17. So 2013, it's a snowdrift radar. So SA-17, the Buck 1-2. I believe this is the one that they that everyone believes shot down the airliner over the Ukraine last year. Maybe it's not the SA-17, but I thought it was. So it's got looks like two launch rails and LLV. I think that's the loader. All right. Well, hopefully it won't be around too much longer when those tornadoes reach. Ah, all right. Thanks, DK. I was pretty sure it was the SA-17 that shot down the airliner, but Russian designations always confuse me. I just don't understand how they just can't be easy. I think the whole world should just have one like designation for how they name their radars. Help tornadoes are getting incoming missiles, and I've lost one, but it looks like they've managed to salvo off their harms, so they're dodging, and it's gone. Awesome. So I lost one, but they completed their mission. Now, does this group over here have any missiles left? So it's got two. So we're gonna see if we can take out the plank shave radar over here. It's a surface-to-surface radar. It doesn't look like it can actually fire. Maybe it's probably only for ground radar or air-to-air radars. I'm going to use a little bit of foreknowledge in that I know that their frigates are over here. And it looks like my his batteries are fully charged now. So we're going to get him deep as possible. And with that, my Harriers can now move in and take out these surface-to-surface missiles. Should be interesting to note that there doesn't seem to be anything over here on Aruba. I'm sorry. All right, tornadoes are returning home. And I think with that, I can get... I was going to launch the C-130s, but I think I'll hold off just a little bit longer. So Apaches. What else do I have over here? Oh, I guess I did have... Didn't realize I had some that weren't. Maritime surveillance. Maritime surveillance. So I guess these are all just maritime surveillance and ASW helos. I think the problem with the AH-64 is that the rotor blades. Yeah, Oliver, that might have something to do with it. The on the Apaches about their rotors not being able to fold. All right, so the Harriers are moving in. So with luck, they'll take out the... Oh, and I just lost ambiguity on it. It's saying it's out in the middle of the ocean now, which I damn well know it's not. Anasan. I don't want them firing their missiles out here into the ocean. So we'll send them around, see if they can firm that up a little bit. And maybe if I turn on radars. Oh, and it looks like I've got a pop-up that their vessels are leaving port. The vessels will try to bring reinforcements to the islands, prevent reinforcement of the island defenses by intercepting any vessels that reach the island. All right. Well, in that case, I think it's a job for my Harriers to do, since they're the only thing I actually have in the vicinity at the moment. HMS Ocean could only fit 4. Wow, that's interesting to know. I mean, I wonder how the Marines do it. Do the rotor blades on the on the Super Cobras fold up? I'm assuming they would be. They would. All right, so we have narrowed it down of where that surface-to-surface missile is, but at the moment, I want to go after those frigates. So what else do I have? All right, so we're going to rearm these tornadoes since they're no longer needed in the SCAD role. And brimstone. Wonder if the if the brimstone could Didn't mean to hit my desk there. Wonder if the brimstone could actually hit something. I know everybody thinks it's an awful missile, but and it probably, I've never heard anything good about the brimstone. Shadow, which I don't think can target ships. One instruction, yeah. This is the problem that I found when I was working on my Gibraltar scenario was that there's actually very few actual standoff weapon systems for use against in ships. I mean, you've got plenty of obviously laser guided bombs, but and not JDAMs because those are GPS guided, but it's just very hard to find something that's actually good. Oh, the brimstone program. Oh, that's interesting. I mean, I've always, or every time I've mentioned brimstone, it's been, oh, that's just an awful missile, but maybe we'll give it a shot here. And it can target service ships. Can also be used in the land attack role. So we'll arm them with, just get them up immediately. So launch this group. So get the tornadoes up. And so hopefully if my Harriers don't find the those surface ships, or if they fail to destroy them, then hopefully the tornadoes will finish them off. And not getting any. Uh-oh. Was there a Sam? Oh, there is a Sam over here. Uh-oh. Oh, motor rifle. Sam platoon defender. Oh, these are man pads, aren't they? Laser rangefinder, TV camera. Yep, these are man pads. Vehicle. Nope. Radar. Nope. They are. Ah, crap. That was stupid. Let's get them out of. Wonder why I didn't detect that radar before. So dodge, dodge. There we go. Think I'm out of range now. All right, and we do have a surface ship. But I think these guys are out of fuel now. See if they'll, nope, they're gonna go refuel. And at the same time, they're gonna go fly through the SAM missile envelope. Oh, they're gonna fly all this way over here for the tankers instead of going back to their base. That's interesting. All right, well,